welcome back to my channel. My name's Georgia, I hope you're well. Today we are choosing my July TBR. We are like past the halfway point of the year. It is crazy. June was another really good reading month. So last month I picked 5 books for my TBR and I managed to read 4 of them, which I'm quite chuffed about. I think that's probably the best I've done on a TBR so far, I think. I'm not usually very good at sticking to my TBR, but last month's TBR was incredible and I have read majority of them. I'm going to do another TBR jar this month just because I've been really enjoying sort of like the books I've been getting with this. I've not stuck to a TBR as good as since doing this. This is clearly working for me, so I'm going to continue with that. It is so hot in this room at the minute. Like, I am melting. I'm actually melting, like I'm sweating. So like I say, this has been working for me, so I am just going to continue with this. I am loving the TBR jar, so we're going to continue as we are. Now that all of my hauls are up, I am also going to be choosing from the new books I bought, not just the ones off my shelf. So they are all piled on the floor in front of me because I've still not managed to get them all sorted. So if I'm looking down here, it's because I also have a lot of choice on the floor as well as on all the bookshelves around me. I'm going to stop rambling on and get to choosing my TBR, so let's go. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and as always, my social media, my Amazon, my Goodreads and my business email are all in the description bar below. Let's get to choosing my July TBR. I have already opened today's monster. I was thirsty, so cheers. It just hits so good. It's just like straight out the fridge as well. It's great. In July, I am actually super busy. We go to Tramlines Festival every year, and I also have a trip to Ireland this month as well. So I am going to be busy for like 2 full weekends of the month, which is when I get most of my reading done with me working full time. I am going to pick 5 anyway, and we'll just see how we get on. So let's jump in for book number 1. I have a blue one. A book with 1 POV. I already hate this book. I am a massive dual POV girl. I love a dual POV book. This is going to be difficult. I'm thinking. So I think I might read this one. So this is Siege and Storm. So this is book 2 of the Shadow and Bone series by Leigh Bardugo. I read book 1 in my 24-hour reading challenge that I did. Was it last month? Can't even remember. I think it was last month. Maybe the month before. Who knows? And I really enjoyed book 1, and book 1 was all 1 POV, 3rd person. I don't usually like 3rd person. It takes me a while to get my head around it. I don't know why. But yeah, this is book 2 in that series. So it's like a fantasy romance one. The last book does end with a bit of a cliffhanger. There was so much drama and so many twists and turns, and I really enjoyed that one. So I'm really hoping that I'll love this one as well. So I think this is going to be book number 1 for July. Siege and Storm, book 2 in the Shadow and Bone series. Book 1 for July. Book number 2, we have a purple. A new release. I don't actually feel like any of the books that I've bought recently have been new releases. I know this came out a few months ago now, but I don't actually feel like any of the books on my shelves are like new releases. So I feel like all of them are a bit dated now, if I'm honest. But this came out in April of this year. My only other option really would be The Tenant by Frida McFadden. That came out in May, I think. But I'm not ready to be disappointed by another Frida McFadden book, if I'm honest. Unpopular opinion, I just can't get on with her books anymore. I really enjoyed Never Lie, but the other ones I've read I've just not really enjoyed. So I think I'm going to read this one. So this is book 4 and the final book in the Rebel Blue Ranch series. This follows Camille and Dusty, which are a couple that have been like sort of milling throughout the entire series. We've had like little snippets of them all throughout. Dusty has been obsessed with Camille literally forever. It's like a bit of a second chance. They were each other's first years and years ago. And it looks like Camille gets left at the altar and Dusty basically swoops in to save the day. So it's a second chance romance, and I've been waiting for this book forever. Dusty's just such a cute character, so I can't wait to see how this goes on. She is also a single mum. She is the mother to Gus's child. Really looking forward to this one. I've been waiting to read this for a while now, so I'm definitely excited about this. I absolutely love Lila Sage's writing, and I'm honestly gutted that this is the last one in this series. I hate finishing series because it's just like, as much as the authors will write more series, I feel like you don't get this again. Do you know what I mean? And like I said, this is book 4. So we've been in this world for a while now, and I love it so much. So this is the second book that I have for July. So this is Wild and Wrangled by Lila Sage. Book number 3, a book on my Kindle TBR. Now I am so happy about this one. I know exactly which book I'm choosing for this, I'm not gonna lie. I have read books 1 to 3 of the Zodiac Academy series, and now I've been told that I need to read The Ruthless Boys of the Zodiac. So I don't have them physically, but I'm going to read book 1 of The Ruthless Boys of the Zodiac on my Kindle. It's on Kindle Unlimited, so I'm going to read books 1 to 5 on there. So I am very happy with this one because it means that I can continue on with that series now. I feel like I've not touched that series in a while. I read 1 to 3 pretty much back to back, so I am definitely happier with that one. So Ruthless Boys of the Zodiac book 1, I think it's Dark Fae, is my 3rd book for July. So I am definitely excited for that one because I've been waiting for an opportunity to get back into that world because I just love the Zodiac series so much. I'm intrigued to see the differences between the 2 series as well because I know we've got like a new school, a new set of characters and everything. And I'm also intrigued to see why we have to read them here. So I don't know if they come in book 4 or Zodiac or something. I'm not entirely sure. But I am so excited about this and so happy with this prompt. So Ruthless Boys of the Zodiac book 1. I want to say Dark Fae is book 3 for July. Prompt number 4. A book under 250 pages. I have ideas. My immediate thought is this. Yeah, it's a very, very small book. It's definitely under 250 pages. But this is the novella for the Crowns of Nyaxia series. This is 6 Scorched Roses. We have book 1, which is Serpent and the Wings of Night, and then you're supposed to read this, and then The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King, and then the other novella, which is The Vampire Conqueror. This is definitely under 250 pages. The last page of the book, 154, so I am very happy with this. I've been wanting to get back into this series for a while, but the second book in this series is just so daunting, like it's huge. So I'm really hoping if I read this, it will get me back into this world and get me wanting to read the next one. So I'm so happy with this one. It is a very short book, like I say, it is only 150 pages, so I do feel like it's kind of cheating, but it works. It works. I love a little novella. Some people don't read novellas, like my friend Faye will always argue with me about reading novellas. She doesn't like it, she doesn't get it. But I think you just get that extra bit of the story, and I think it's so important. Like, I just think it adds that little bit, and I love that. I love that. I don't know why she has such a big thing against reading them, but I can't wait to read this. I'm really intrigued to see who we're actually following in this one. 6 Roses, 6 Vials of Blood, 6 Visits to a Vampire who could be her salvation or her damnation. I'm intrigued. I honestly think this book is stunning as well. Like, when I was filming the New York haul, I took the dust jacket off, and it is honestly gorgeous. I'll take 1 night, 1 hour, 1 minute. That is just such a beautiful book, and I cannot wait to read this. So this is the 4th book that I'm going to read this month, hopefully. Since this is such a teeny one, I might even pick a 6th one for this month, you know. We'll see how I feel. We'll see what else we get, and if I get no more like bigger books, I will pick a 6th one for this month. But this is book 4. Book number 5, we have a blue one. A book by an author I love. Okay. This is nice. I like this one. Okay, my thought process is Abby Jimenez. I love her writing, and I got some more of her books from 66 Books for my birthday. I could also read something from Lauren Asher. I've read this series here. Is it Dreamland Billy? Lakefront Billionaires series. And I absolutely loved those. So I could read something by her. I do have 3 fantasy books already, so I am thinking another romancy one. So I'm thinking either Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. Now, I absolutely love her writing. I love like that she has the... Freya, what are you doing, hon? Stop scratching up my chair. I love that she has like the really dark topics sort of intertwined into these amazing romances. Or my other thought process is Throttled by Lauren Asher. This is an F1 romance, so I've not read any F1 romances before. I do really like F1. I'm not one of those that watches it religiously, but if it's on, I'm happy to sit and watch it. These are my options. Do you know what? I think I'm going to go Abby Jimenez. It's been a while since I've read an Abby Jimenez book, and honestly, I really, really love her writing style, so I'm thinking maybe this one. So this one follows Xavier, I'm gonna call him Xavier, and Samantha. Now, if I remember correctly, I'm sweating, oh my god. So this one is like sort of, they have this amazing night together, but they both kind of know that they're not in a position for it right now. So like, she has a lot going on, he has a lot going on, they both live quite far away, and they just know that they can't make the distance work. Samantha begs Xavier to forget her, to remember their night together as a perfect moment, as crushing as that may be. Only no amount of distance or time is nearly enough to forget that there's something between them, and the only thing better than one perfect memory is to make a life, and even a love worth remembering. So I think, yeah, I'm going to read this one. Like I say, I absolutely love Abby Jimenez. Her writing is just incredible. So this is the 5th book that I'm going to put on my TBR. So 4 of the books I've picked for this month are a little bit smaller. I'm going to be cheeky and pick a 6th one, just add that little bit of pressure to myself because, you know, clearly hate myself. Moving on. So I'm actually going to go and pick a 6th prompt for this month because my reading has been a lot better this month, but obviously I am, like I said, a lot busier this month as well. So let's just add some pressure, you know. Book number 6. We have a purple. A book with a number in the title. Okay, options. I've got ideas, let me get them. The options I've got are Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. Now, I really want to read this series. Obviously, the new one's just come out and everyone's going mental about it. And I know that these are absolutely heartbreaking, but I do really want to get to these. However, it's huge. Like, it's ridiculously big. It's nearing on 800 pages. Oh, 789. So as much as I want to read this, I don't think this is the month to do it. My other option is The 7-Year Slip. Now, everybody goes crazy about this book and I've been wanting to read it for a very long time. So I'm thinking that this might be book number 6 for July. So this one does sound like a really fun book. So it sounds as though, well, it says right place, wrong time. So she is having the worst day of her life. So she came up with a plan to keep her heart safe, stay busy, work hard, take no risks, and it's been working. That's until one day she finds a strange man standing in her kitchen. A man with kind eyes, a crooked smile, and a recipe for the perfect lemon meringue pie. The kind of guy that before everything she could have fallen for. He's perfect, but for one thing, he lives in the past, 7 years ago to be exact. This should be impossible, but Clementine used to love impossible things, and maybe, just maybe, she will again. So I've never read anything by Ashley Poston, but I've heard so many good things about this book. This is like everybody's favourites from last year, or like in their top 10 from last year. So I have been waiting to get to this for a while now. So I think I'm going to pick this as book number 6 for July. They're the 6 books I've chosen this month, so I'm just going to quickly go through them again. So first up, I have Siege and Storm. So this is book 2 in the Shadow of Bone series. I then have Wild and Wrangled by Lila Sage, book 4 in the Rebel Blue Ranch series. I then picked Dark Fae as my Kindle read, so that is book 1 in the Ruthless Boys of the Zodiac series. I then have a little novella, so this is 6 Scorched Roses by Carissa Broadbent. This is like 1.5 in the Crowns of Nyaxia series. I then have Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. Really excited for this one. I heard a lot of mixed things about this though, actually, so we'll see how I feel about it. And then finally, The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. They're the 6 books that I picked for this month. I am very excited about this, actually. I think it's going to be a really good reading month. I read like 6 or 7 books in June. I have still got a week left, so we'll see what else I get read. Yeah, so I've picked 6 books for this month, but we'll see how I get on. Obviously, I do have a little novella within that, so I'm hoping that I can definitely get these ones read. But yeah, that is my July TBR all chosen. I am very happy with the selection I've got, actually. I've got 3 romances and 3 fantasy romances. Got a nice little selection there. I'm very happy with that. Only one of my new books as well, so I've been quite good. I'm waiting to get them all on my bookshelf before I dive into them properly. Really happy with my July TBR. Let me know what you're reading this month. What have you got going on? What is happening? What are you reading? I love knowing what you guys are reading and what you've got planned, so do let me know in the comments. But that is everything for this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And as always, my social media, my Amazon, my Goodreads and my business email are all in the description bar below. And thank you so much for watching. I really hope you're well. Take care.